Para ustedes que no me conocen, soy la señora Heredia-Peltz. Soy la vice principal aquí. Es mi placer estar aquí trabajando con sus hijos. Muchísimas gracias por dejar sus hijos con nosotros. Ha sido un gran placer para mí. I'm so excited that we're here. Class of 2009, are you excited that we're here? Mm-hmm. We worked really hard to share with you this day, and I can't tell you how proud I am. As a Latina, it just gives me so much pride to see so many of our students here today. I gotta thank the parents. I want to thank you, los padres, por apoyar a sus hijos. Y también por a veces decirle, no puede ir a esa fiesta, no te puede hacer esto, pero tiene que estudiar para empujar, para que sigan adelante. Yo siendo la primera en mi familia de ir a seguir mis estudios, as a first generation Latina coming here, I know how hard it is. We live in two different worlds. You go home, change the channel. ¿Qué pasó? Dime el día. You go to school, get your books out, we got work to do. It's really hard for us, but it's also really special that we have this. I remember my parents, and I gotta thank my mother right now. How she would say, los estudios son para ti. And I say, my studies are for me? Well, then, can I just go play? Can I go somewhere else? And I wasn't fully understanding that. But what it was is that it is for us, it's for you, but it's also for you to take back to those people who are pushing you, to push yourselves, to move ahead, to become our future leaders, to become our future doctors, our future nurses, our future musicians, our future, and teachers, obviously teachers. That's why I first started. Aquí arriba me pienso cómo empecé yo en educación, y fue por enseñar a mis padres una palabra en inglés, otra, y al fin yo le decía, mami, ¿por qué tengo que ir contigo a la tienda? ¿Por qué tengo que ir contigo a la escuela para traducir? Why do you learn English, Mom? I did. Why don't you learn English, Mom? Enséñame. Teach me. That's what they would say. Teach me. And I thought, teach you? You're my mother. You're my father. I gotta teach you? Sí. Una palabra y le enseñé. No que todavía pueden platicar perfecto en inglés, pero sí, le abrí la puerta a mis padres. Y la abrí para mí. Y la abrí para ustedes, mis estudiantes. Mis corazones. I love you too. So when you open your heart and you find out that sometimes your parents guide you places, education, somehow it just grabbed me too. Having to teach my parents one lesson at a time taught me that I can teach other people lessons, and I can have a bigger classroom instead of just in the kitchen. It can be in a factory teaching migrant workers how to fight for their rights and how to read and how to access all their benefits. And then in the classrooms, middle school, high school, I even taught some college classes. That was really fun. And being here with you is so amazing. I'm really proud of the class of 2009. All the meetings that I've tortured you through, being at my house till midnight, planning, fighting, all those things that we've done. It's just unbelievable that you're gonna move now. This is your first stage, right? You're gonna move to the next stage. You're gonna grab, I hope you grab really tight to your dreams, to push forward. Espero que ustedes vayan a batear por su educación, por lo que quieran, porque lo pueden hacer. Don't ever let anyone that you can't do it. If they tell you can't do it, take it as a challenge. Okay, take it as a challenge. I can tell you, I have to thank someone who actually said to me, you will never go to college. You don't belong in this classroom. And I said, what? I looked around. You know what? I was the only person there who looked a little different. I was a Latina. And I said, maybe I don't belong here. Wait a second. Oh, I can't say what I said in my mind, but yes, I do belong here. Y ahí, that person is a person I have to thank. Because I didn't know about college. I didn't know, all I thought is I was going to graduate high school. I didn't know about college. Honestly, I didn't. No one in my family went to college. No one in my family graduated from high school. No one in my family went to middle school. And I'm 8 out of 6. Well, I'm number 6. There's 8 of us. But so what you see is that person, sometimes those challenges, they can open those doors again. So look for those doors. Because after that, I went to my counselor and I said, I'm going to college. I don't know what it is, pero sí sé que lo quiero hacer. Y uno sigue adelante. So then I went on to college. And when I got to college, guess what, guys? You guys are so far ahead of me because I didn't know what I was going to do. What am I going to do in college? The only thing I know is that I can teach my parents. Yeah, and I can speak un poquito de español. Okay? That was so, there I was in college because I listened to somebody who in fact made me think about what are our possibilities and how do we limit ourselves. We can't limit ourselves ever, but you gotta look at every opportunity and grab it. So when they tell you, you can't be the president, oh yes you can. You can't be a doctor, oh yes you can. You can't be the principal of a high school, oh yes you can. You can't be the vice principal, you can't be the teacher, you can be anything you want. So keep thinking about that. You can be anything you want. So I want to thank you, as I introduce, to push yourselves, class of 2009, and come back to your community. Always come back to your community. Remember who you are. Don't ever be ashamed. Look at yourself right now. Look at yourselves. Turn and look at each other. Look at each other. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Okay? You're the class of 2009 with lots of pride. Chicano, Latino blood in you, okay? Or in your heart. Or in your heart. So remember that you gotta push yourselves, guys. And not forget who you are, because I expect you to come back to Berkeley High and tell us what you've done. And give us some community service. That's right. You give back. And there are some students in the audience who graduated last year. Can you raise your hand? I see some hands back there. Gracias por venir. And there were some at the church. You need to keep coming back and telling us and giving back to your community, giving back to your families, and making this world a better place. Okay? Muchas gracias. Ahora quiero...